Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have a silent role-playing game. Alice is Missing. In silence, we find truth. Alice is Missing is a silent role-playing game about the disappearance of Alice Briarwood, a high school junior in the small town of Silent Falls. During the game, players only communicate using their phones, sending text messages to each other as they unearth clues about what happened to Alice. With a full-length licensed soundtrack and a structured narrative that unravels solely at the hands of the players, Alice is Missing is an immersive experience designed to be played in one session and without the need for a game master. Contains one rulebook, one deck of 72 cards for ages 16 plus, 3 to 5 players. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to play this game. It's released by Hunters Entertainment and Renegade Game Studios. And there you have it. Alice is Missing. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. I'm going to take the box off for a second. Again, as you know, I always open up the boxes with a knife off camera. This way, no one, if I slip, no one sees that. Okay, Alice is Missing. So we're going to bring this down just a little bit. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Right off the bat, we have, they're selling some of their other items that they have. All right, so there's our Alice is Missing. We're unboxing that right now. And they also have My Father's Work. Okay, here is our rulebook. Alice is Missing, a silent role-playing game, the rulebook. Again, all the good people who brought you the game, table of contents. Overview. It says, Alice Missing is a silent role-playing game about the disappearance of Alice Briarwood, a high school junior in the sleepy Northern California town of Silent Falls. During the game, players use their phones to send text messages to each other as they unearth clues about what happened to Alice. The game runs over a single session of 2 to 3 hours. There is no formal game master, but one player will need to explain and facilitate the rules. In the first 45 minutes, players create their characters, their relationship to Alice, and their ties with each other. The next 90 minutes allows the characters' text messages, conversations as they uncover Alice's fate. Different things that you'll need to have. Quite dimly lit room, cell phones. Each player should have their own. A computer, Alice's Missing card, separate by type. And print out character sheets, missing persons posters, a game guide. For more information, you can go to aliceisimissingRPG.com. Okay. Facilitating the game, again, no talking. Game style, safety tools, X card. Lines and veils, open door policy, gender and sexuality, veil gore and violence, veil sexual non-consent, veil victim blaming, player privacy, introducing and characters, table timer and music, clue cards and starting hunches. Game guide, playing the game, ending the game. When the timer goes off, players may send one last in-character text message. The facilitator then flips over the debrief card and follows instructions to end the game. There's your facilitator guide. Moving on. Introduction, content warnings, setting up the game. Again, gore, sexual non-consent, victim blaming. Would we like to adjust these veils? Bad things might have happened to this character. I'm not going to say what. All right. More information, more information. Again, this is all bolded, how they introduce things, the cards, voicemails, all that different type of stuff. Location cards, suspect cards. Name the suspect, it reveals. Shuffle the suspect card back into the deck. Point to searching cards, keeping things on track. Players miss their clue cards. Players do not convey the appropriate information from their clue cards. Players say two things that seem contradictory to one another. Players take their location and suspect cards with them when they leave the table. The 10-minute card may end up with someone who isn't actually headed to find Alice. Debrief the players. You can play online. Different variations. Inspiration and acknowledgments. So there is your rule book. Again, no story spoilers. I do not want to spoil anything, so we will show you some of the stuff. And there's a lot of cards, so I'm not going to read a lot of them. All right. So let's see here. We got different kinds of cards. We've got use the front. It says leave this card on the table. Okay. Alice unconscious. Find Alice's body. Find her hurt. All right. Again, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to read too much because I do not want to give any of the hints away for the game. So it looks like these might be timer cards. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, 70, 80, 80, and 90. Give this card to Charles Barnes. Not going to read that. Again, there's different kinds of information reveal cards. So I'm not going to show you any of these. Okay, so these are reveal cards. I'm not going to show you any of those. But these are included. So it ranges from 20 to 80 to 90 is the last card. And this one says give card to Charles Barnes. So again, not going to ruin the game for anybody. Then we have some cards that look like this. The back, again, Charles Barnes. Different characters. So what I'm going to do is move this over here. We don't really need that. Move this and move these up because I do not want to reveal anything that we don't have to. So again, these are larger size cards. They're not the normal size deck of cards. Normal size deck of cards would be this. So as you can tell, these are a lot larger than what those are. Okay. There's these cards. I'm not going to go into what they are. They're motive cards, so I'm not going to go any further than that. Then you have some cards that look like this. These look like they might be weapons. Different things clues that you find, I'm assuming. So I'm not really going to get into much of that. So it looks like this is a one and done campaign. Okay, it's obviously locations on a map. Yep, different locations that you can have. Different locations. Okay, that's nothing. Looks like there's 4 locations. Again, in this game, you're not speaking at all. It's all done on your cell phone. I'm going to show you too much of that, but you have this as well. And you have your debrief cards, which I'm not going to show you. So you have this card, that card, and you have that card as well. So this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of the silent role-playing game Alice is Missing, a game by Spencer Stark, brought to you by Hunters Entertainment, Renegade Game Studios. Again, it's for ages 16 plus for 3 to 5 players. It takes about 2 to 3 hours. Again, it's a completely silent game. Everything's done via text messaging. You need a computer. You need a cell phone. Each player needs to have a cell phone with them while playing this, while also utilizing their deck of 72 cards, which I just showed you the fronts to. Again, I did not want to show or ruin anything for your experience, because it seems like this is a one and done game. As always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Of course, you can always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.